They so gullible, they don't hire Steffi back. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life with Chess for the bold and beautiful January 15, 2025. Okay, y'all, so first things first, let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Look, they so gullible. Hope was the only one that was like, nah, basically she doesn't trust it or whatever, but they didn't even listen to her. Carter ends up making the decision. Long story short, he ends up making the decision, sorry, cut off, y'all, to hire Steffi back. And she just up there. I said, look, she up there working them. She over here playing them. She standing up there. I said, I couldn't do it, especially since Hope kept interrupting and saying, basically, why should we trust you and everything. I said, go do some work. But I said, I see I'm not the only one that doesn't know what position Hope holds. Now, I know the other day he did tell Steffi that she would have to answer to him, Brooke, and sometimes Hope. So I was like, okay, what's her position? Like, I'm confused. I don't know what it is. I know he did say before, that anything was official, that basically they was going to run the company together. But okay, on today's episode, we're going to start with Steffi, Ridge, Eric. So basically, they were still at the house. Zende and Taylor had ended up leaving or whatever because they wasn't there no more. But yeah, they was talking about her plan. She still ain't told them the full plan or whatever. She just told them that she plans on getting Force the Creation back for them. She was talking about how Eric worked so hard and Ridge worked so hard or whatever. And basically, that Carter and them not going to know what hit them. Did y'all hear Ridge over here talking about some, she was saying how Carter expressed what he felt and everything, and she feels like he's going to hire her back. He's like, what about the CEO? And I said, he really hurt by this. He really hurt by this or whatever. But yeah, they was talking, Steph was talking about, she thinks that they'll let her back in, and they was basically questioning it. They was like, okay, are you sure or whatever? But basically, that whole scene was talking about the betrayal once again and how she plans on getting the company back and everything. And she was basically just waiting on Carter to make his decision. He ended up calling her, and she was like, she finna get ready to go get Force the Creation back or whatever. They not gonna see what hit them or anything like that. And they was like, be careful. I think Eric was the one who was like, I don't know which one said be careful, but Eric ended up saying, you never know. The way he called them traitors, I forgot what word he used. I want to say he called them traitors or something like that. I said, look, they is highly upset, as they should be. Carter, Brooke, Hope. So basically, they was having a conversation, the discussion about whether or not they should hire Steffi back or whatever. But starting out, Brooke was Hope ended up saying, I don't trust Steffi or whatever. Basically, she was implying that she's up to something or whatever. And they always saying how, it is suspicious or whatever. Basically, during that whole conversation, Hope was the only one saying, we shouldn't trust her. You work too hard. That's the whole reason why you took over the company in the first place. Remember how she treated me? I never do this and that because I have so much class. And I was like, they must be forgetting. They got amnesia just like these writers or something. And I was like, they always be like, I got class and I would never do this and I would never do that or whatever. Then they do it. But yeah, then they do it and then they forget they did it. But yeah, she was saying how Steffi treated her and fired her and they wouldn't take on your idea. Look, Steffi went in there telling my doggone, yeah, I see now. The way they should have been able to tell. I said, y'all have been around this lady for decades and you can't tell she faking. I said she was acting. Look, she played it off. I give her that. But at the same time, even though she played it off in a sense, she didn't play it off. She didn't play it off. The fact that she kept on trying to include everybody in the room, Hope, Brooke, turning to her over here talking about some, I realized what she said. I realized basically that Carter ideas was good or whatever, and her only concern is basically making sure the company does well and everything like that. But yeah, they was basically questioning if they could trust her, if she would actually be able to handle taking orders from them and stuff like that. And she, like I said, she played it off, but in a sense, I feel like it was certain moments where you could tell that she didn't mean none of what she was saying. But Carter ended up saying, I forgot, what did he say? Basically, he was reminded today why, he took over the company and stuff like that. So Hope and the rest of the Logos can be treated, equally and all this other stuff. And she was like, yeah, I understand. I said, you should have known there. You should have known there. But at the end of the episode, he ends up telling her welcome back or whatever. And he stuck out his hand. I said, how she hold it together like that? I remember what it was, y'all. He said, I think she was admitting that, what they did was wrong and it hurt her and her family and all this stuff. And he's like, I think about that a lot, about what I did and how I went about it. I said, that should tell you right there. Get a company back. That'll make you feel better. I said, that'll take away all your little guilt. If you really feel remorseful, hand over the company back. Duh, but Hope over here in his ear. But yeah, he was talking about, he thinks about it all the time or whatever. the fact that he did what he did. He was like, he considered them family once upon a time and all this stuff, and like he just holding his head down and stuff like that. But do y'all think her plan is going to succeed? What are y'all thoughts? Let me know down below. Lee, Lona, Bill, Will. So basically, Lee ends up testing. How she do that? What? I know, what was it? His liver? She ends up having some liver, and somehow she got Luna blood or whatever, and she did a DNA test. And by the look on her face, by the end of the episode, with the end of her scene on the episode, he's not the father, or he was not the father. So, like, that's what that whole scene on Friday's episode was about, look like. The fact that Jack's gonna end up being the father. Then you got Luna over here. So Luna, Bill, Will. Why this lady, if you supposed to be in hiding, the best thing you could do, especially with these folks walking in folks' house like it ain't nothing. I'm surprised they even let Bill know that Will was at the gate. Why she go downstairs? She downstairs. She done got on she done got on the couch. She done got under some cover and everything. She done got under the doggone blanket. She done, like, soon as she laid down, Bill was like, you get up, what are you doing? He's like, get up or whatever. Basically, Will's at the gate or whatever. Then she took her precious time getting up. He started telling you, come on, the man at the gate, and why is you taking your precious time? I said, send her back. She already being hard still. She been hard-headed. And Bill over here thinking he can save her. Why he keep asking her what she did? Like, what is he doing? This the second or third time he done asked her what she did or how she did it. But yeah, she went in the back. I'm assuming it was a back room back there. I don't know, though. But she peeping around the corner. I say he could easily see her. And not to mention the fact that Katie done walked in the house like it was nothing. I don't know if Poppy would still do the same thing or whatever. But everybody be walking in the house like it's nothing. Why is she laying on the doggone couch? And why is she peeping around corners? But yeah, was it this episode where she was staring at Will's picture, or yesterday's episode? I don't know. One of them episodes she was staring at his doggone picture. But yeah, Will ends up coming in. He's basically telling Bill that, you know, he stopped by to check on him or whatever, asking him what he doing. He heard from Leon that basically he ain't been in the office. He been working from home and all this stuff. So they assumed that he had a woman, or he assumed that he had a woman or whatever. But then he started trying to talk about Luna, and Bill kept interrupting him. But yeah, Will started talking about Luna, and he kept on trying to stop him or whatever. And she was just he was asking him, you know, how you feel in regards to Luna and everything she did. He already talking about the doggone, basically he don't care about her and all this stuff. Meanwhile, she over here on house arrest. I said, you shouldn't be able to allow to do that, especially when she don't do what she did. I said, next thing you know, they gonna be saying that Bill and Tom still alive. Not Bill, that Tom and Hollis still alive. But yeah, why do y'all think they starting to bring back up this whole little storyline? One, about, you know, Jack being Luna's father and everything. And then with Bill asking her, you know, what happened, and to tell him what happened. Do y'all think it's more to the storyline or what? Let me know down below. But yeah, I think that's everything. Let me see. Let me make sure. Yeah, I already talked about Lee doing the DNA test. Yeah, that's everything. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next video. Until next time, do so have a good rest of the day and be safe.